Hello everyone, I am Vijay Gupta. I represent Chagule ABP Coatings India Private Limited. We are part of the 100-year-old Chagule Group. Chagule Group joined hands with AB Polymer Chemicals Germany in 2010 to form Chagule ABP Coatings India Private Limited. Chagule ABP Coatings India Private Limited manufactures high-end epoxy and polyurethane resin systems for various industrial and commercial applications. One of the applications being the anti-static and ESD flooring systems. Coming to the point straight away, Chagule ABP is involved purely into quality and is purely dedicated to service of its customers. Quick response and introduction of flooring systems to suit the customers' requirements is the main objective. Starting the topic, uh, the introduction is what is electrostatic charge and discharge. Uh, Ever since we were kids, we were aware of the hair standing up on our hands or the head after rubbing a balloon on our body. So that is actually static charge. It is formed by rubbing of of friction of two materials, and this can happen uh, also when there is a when there is in your industry.
Mr. Kamlesh shared that the screen is not clear. Please tell him that we have sent the PPT via email. You can make sense.
Just one note from Mr. Samir Sheikh that the PPT is being sent by email. We have a slight system issue, so please bear with us. You can just listen or to us or note your questions down. We would be glad to answer them. So to continue this uh, on the flooring systems, this charge can be generated by even by the movement of a forklift or the movement of a trolley. Now, the examples of static charges for me are basically just by walking across a carpet, there is a generation of static charge of 1500 to 35,000 volts. Then walking over untreated vinyl floor is about from 250 to close to 12,000 volts. Working on a bench in a factory or on even on your workstation or in a cubicle, you can generate large amounts of static charge, as you can see. These are all figures based on studies by organizations, and these are also you will find them in the IEC standards or IEC website that these figures are. You can verify these figures if you need. Now, basic is that what does AS and ESD mean? Or AS is anti-static and ESD means electrostatic discharge. These are the long forms. But the anti-static and ESD flows are similar in nature. Their objective is conduction. Here is that the anti-static systems are electrostatically dissipative and the systems are electrostatic conductive and non-charging. What does this actually mean is that anti-static floating systems have conductive fibers which connect themselves to the conductive primer at the base, and you have minute gaps in between of epoxy resin systems or polyurethane resin system, which form the small insulated honeycomb structure. Now, anti-static ESD would have an entire matrix which is conductive right from the first micron to the final thickness of the system. Even if you are laying a 1 inch thick system in connected to the earthing and pass a charge through the flooring system, you will find a resistive reading which will take place, and that is the basic difference. It does not have fibers in the ESD coding system, or they are not supposed to have fibers in ESD coding system. Anti-static flooring systems are done in areas where you need protection against ignition, or where you are storing flammable liquids, or and where you have storage of or handling of gases, or you have or mists or liquids or dusts which are being used in the process, or even formation of dusts or mists which are susceptible to ignition. And the ESD flooring systems are used in electronically sensitive areas where electronic components are being manufactured, are being assembled, and also where electronic devices are in large or extensive use, uh, and that is for protection of the electronic devices from electrostatic phenomena. So this is the basic difference of AS and ESD. The basic floorings are similar in nature. The final difference between AS and ESD is that the ESD floorings are going to pass the walking test and the body voltage test. So these are the two other tests which are needed to be done in ESD flooring systems, and the anti-static floor systems where you are going to do only the system resistance or resistance to earth. There is only one test that is done for an anti-static flooring system. That is the major difference. We are all aware that the voltage will be V and resistance will be ohms. Now there are standards and guidelines. Now the anti-static and ESD flooring systems will be laid are laid in areas which require certain working conditions, or there are standards and guidelines which define what type of clothing to wear, what type of gloves to wear, what type of shoes to wear, what type of floor to have. So all these guidelines are there, which define the application of both these flooring systems. Now, as far as explosion protection is concerned, there is a standard TRBS 2153, which basically is for the safety and health at work, and the testing is done using a tripod electrode. Now, this is basically in areas where you have to avoid ignition hazards. So, people from the pharma industry where you have solvent storage, or where you have bulk drug industry where you have solvent storage and other material storage which are susceptible to ignition hazards, you will go for an anti-static flooring system, which have usually reading requirements of 10 raised to 4 to 10 raised to 6 ohms, uh, as we will see in the next slides to come. Now, the standard says that the resistance to ground in areas which are handling gases, vapor, mists, and liquids or dust, the resistance should be less than 10 raised to 8 ohms. And in areas with explosives, the resistance should be less than 10 raised to 6, that is less than 1 mega ohm. In the medical areas, the resistance should be between 5 into 10 raised to 4 and less than 10 raised to 8 ohms. So, and the measurement standard is basically DIN EN 1081 and IEC 61340-4-1. These are the standards which specify how the testing is to be done. They do not specify where the product is to be applied. The product application standards and guidelines are going to be TRBS 2153. So the other explanation is as 1 into 10 raised to 3 ohms is 1 kilo ohms, if you want to note down. 1 into 10 raised to 6 ohms is 1 mega ohm, and 1 into 10 raised to 9 ohms is 1 mega ohm. Most of you will be very much aware, since you must be from the technical background. Now, the standard of DIN EN 1081 is basically a standard for elastic and textile floor coverings, and is mainly in the hazardous areas. The standard describes the measurement with a tripod electrode. The tripod electrode is a triangular plate structure with 3 electrodes at the bottom with conductive carbon, and these electrodes will give you average readings as against the circular electrode, which some of you might be familiar with, or you might be familiar with the tripod electrode also. And the measured voltage is 100 volts, or 100 volts is passed to get your the resistance values of the flooring system. Further, when you are looking at, if you are following a standard where you are following the 6134-4-1, now this is basically which also deals for the is specified for the anti-static type of flooring systems. And here you are measuring only the resistance to floor, or the system resistance to floor or ground. Resistance on body, shoe, and ground is not considered. Now here the requirement is this particular specification and standard is less than 1:10⁹, and this is done using a circular electrode with a diameter of 65 millimeters and a conductive rubber and weight of 2.5 kilograms. The instruments are shown further in the presentation, and you can certainly uh, take a look at it. Now you see the next slide is that uh, the measurement as to how it is done. Now you have various instruments that you can see in both the photographs. Now these are the specifications. You can say IEC 61340-4-1, which is similar to DIN 1340-4-1. So in case somebody is following the DIN standard, then this is what you can follow, or you can follow the earlier standard of 1085. Now, resistance to ground that is there is given is less than 10⁹ ohms, and the circular electrode that you can see on the left hand side and the right hand side picture is the 65 mm conductive rubber electrode with a weight of 2.5 kg. Now there are various instruments that you can see. The one in the yellow box is a much more advanced measuring instrument, which you can connect to a laptop, and which also has a capacity to do a graphical printout as to what the range of readings are. The instrument on the left hand side is a smaller instrument, will give you a direct reading, which is handed, and you can easily note down the readings. The one on the right is similar, is a handheld system, and you can get readings and or note down the readings immediately. Now coming to the product offerings, we have 3 products to offer. One is our 3 products to offer. First, let me clarify: AB Per and AB Pox are our brand suffixes. Their brand names are AB Per and AB Pox. AB Per means a polyurethane-based flooring system, and AB Pox means an epoxy-based flooring system. These flooring systems are going to be recommended based on the working condition on the shop floor, or the condition of the concrete also. Concrete subject to movement or high thermal expansion and contraction in places, or in colder areas, you can go for a polyurethane anti-static flooring system, and in normal working conditions you can go for a epoxy flooring system, that is 460 AS. The 480 AS is a floor coating system, which we are actually not yet introduced here in India, made and can be used, can be made and supplied, and can be made available also. There's no problem. Pardon me. Now coming to ESD standards. Now ESD standard and ESD protection. These are the difference between the two floors. Now ESD has specifically various standards which need to be followed, and these standards are, well, the first one shares about electrostatic safety. The second one is talking of protection of electronic devices, and there is one more standard up front which talks about protection against electric shock. Now, here we are talking of ESD protection. Now, the standard here is that we are it's apart from the resistance readings, resistance to earth, RE as we know, there are two other tests which need to be done. One is the that is the entire system that needs to be done. So if you look at the standard, you will see the similarity numbers that only there is a subsection of 5, 40-4-5, which 4-5 part is the measurement standard evaluates the electrostatic safety, electrical resistivity, and chargeability of people in combination of the person who is handling the equipment or handling the electronic item in combination with the shoes and the floor and the ground. So this ensures that the floor is not generating so much static charge so as to damage the very sensitive electronic component which is being manufactured or which is being assembled in the shop floor. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the uh, inconvenience and this delay. We're looking at the walking test where you can see the electrode in the hand of the gentleman and the meter which shows us the reading. The same equipment can be attached to a laptop to give you a graphical output as you see in the right hand side of the screen. The requirements are the walking test. The body voltage should not be generated beyond 100 volts or less. It should be less than 100 volts, and static decay should be less than 2 seconds. There are some investors or some customers who require the value of the walking test voltage less than 50 volts. Now our product for ABPOX 460 EST is going to generate body voltage only between 20 to 50 volts, depending on the climatic conditions, and that would is fairly satisfies the EC 6134051 standard by a big margin. So this is a product which is going to help you in ensuring absolute electronic equipment safety. So there are some other standards which are there where you are using protective measures which need to be taken, protection of safety of persons against electric shock. So in case that is to be done, then the resistance values of the floor and the
Okay.
insulation of the floors and walls both are measured. Here, the it is done using a 25 by 25 centimeter tank plug, alternatively or with a tripod electrode. At any place, no resistance should be less than 5 into 10 is to 4 ohms, especially where you have nominal voltages of 240 or 400 volts, which would mean residential, commercial application, and where your isolation resistance has to be greater than or equal to 1 into 10 is to 5 ohms, the installations with nominal voltages which are greater than 500 volts. And so the protection of persons in accordance with the above standard can not be guaranteed safe with any AS or ESD system due to various factors. Protection of persons according to the standard could be achieved only through the installation of additional resistors, which is not allowed officially. In order to ensure a really good protection for safety of persons, the rubber mat should always be laid on the floor if persons work on an open voltage application area, which also applies to AS and EST floors. Which means that the working should be done using suitable clothing. Wearing ESD shoes is usually already an electrical installation of gowns, and thus which is more than the standard which VDE 0100 requires. Now, The American National Standard numbers are provided to which are equivalent to the 613404-5. So anybody using the American standards, the equivalent of the same can be compared. Now in the next slide, you can see uh, testing of the testing setup usually for using an alternating current transformer, an ammeter, and voltmeter, and the testing voltage of testing voltage testing voltage of testing voltage of 240 voltage 240 volts. Sorry, this method it is basically used to check the flooring that we are providing and also to check the type of floor that you have in place. Usually these what you see on the ground are the samples of the floorings that are going to be supplied to a person who is checking the resistivity of the product. So the same system can be followed at your shop on your shop floors also, and the test can be done accordingly. The products that are available for application here in India is Apicox 460 ESD, the two-component epoxy ESD polymer coating, as it is called. And this is the system that is available and manufactured by us here in India. And taking a look at how a typically anti-static or an ESD flooring system is laid. Now, before we start any product, any application, we are visiting the site and we are usually filling up a checklist which does the working condition and which also gives us the type of product that is going to be manufactured in that particular area. Accordingly, the resin systems are recommended. This is a system this is a method we are following for the normal epoxy resin systems and also the polyurethane resin systems, which are not of the AS or EST type. So here, typically, we would first check the moisture levels in the concrete floor, which has to be between 4 to 5%. And in case you have an emergency or the floor has to be commissioned faster, we have a common moisture barrier system called MoistBar 2170, which can be applied on the concrete floor after there are certain commercial considerations which are approved by the clients. Now, here the surface preparation techniques will include mainly grinding, vacuum assisted grinding to roughen the surface. Then the cracks are chased open. Joints, construction joints are also opened and cleaned. The construction joints and cracks are filled using epoxy resin-rich putty formed using fine-graded fillers. Uh, the the, uh, the the joints and cracks are filled and a primer coat is applied over the system. In case the undulations or the roughness in the floor is high, then a self-level underlay would be recommended 1 mm, 2 mm, or 3 mm thick, depending on how the undulations are, if required. And on top of it, then we start the application. First, there would be a connection to the earth, which is located on the wall. Please be informed that this connection is a separate connection to the earth and is not the same connection which runs throughout your shop floor. But it's a dedicated earthing system for the floor. It would be a dedicated system outside in the earthing pit would be separate and not the same one which is used for the entire electrical system. Further, you will have the copper tape being connected to 2 feet in length only. Our flooring that the copper tape the entire grading of copper tape is not required. In the entire shop on the entire shop floor on the entire primer. The conductivity is absolutely close to permanent as far as our systems are concerned. Now, uh, wherever there are isolating columns or there, you would see a separate point being taken and then connected to the earthy pin. Uh, you can see it in the second picture. So usually a 10 meter diameter or diagonal distance is considered for taking one early point. But in there, it has to ensure that the earth is proper. You can run a self-adhesive copper tape on the periphery of the shop. Further, we are applying our conductive uh, coating system called AVPOX 760LS, which is a waterborne system which it forms the conductive coating on the primer coat, self-level undertake, and the which is connected at the edges are is embedded inside this AVPOX 760LS or the conductive coat. This is applied at close to about 100 to 150 grams per square meter. The system is dried, the general cleaning takes place, and the two component drill system is mixed and applied. In our anti-static or ESD flooring system, external addition of there is no external addition of and the resin and harness system, the harness system is ready to use. The system is spread evenly using serrated rakes or trowels and then spike rolled to give a proper finish. Now these are usually applied in the range of 1.1 to 1.5 close to about per square meter. Now this uh, will give you a proper finish. There will be a recommendation of using a roller application on the top, but here in India we have not had this requirement. We had a fairly level finish as far as the self-level flooring system is concerned. So this is the overall, I would say, the package as far as the anti-static and DSD flooring systems are concerned from circular UV coating India Private Limited. In case you have any questions, we are ready for them, or you can post them to us on the contacts provided earlier. There is also an email ID of Ms. Nageshri Karade, karade.ccp@circular.co.in. We will be glad to answer them, and also we would like to set up a one-on-one meeting with your representatives or yourselves so as to take to understand your requirements further and take this forward. We certainly wish to be associated with your organizations to either help your customers or help your end users or interdepartmental end users to ensure that your facilities are well protected from static charge. Thank you.